What is up, guys? It's that hurt. It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm here with
Gershwan.
And we're back at it to answer your questions, your concerns, your thoughts in an episode entitled For the Greater
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get to those questions first.
And that is exactly what T-Money did. T-Money asks, if the Emperor gets confirmed to never come back, who will lead the Imperium? Pretty much. I mean, there's more to it, but that's the question.
That's a good question. It's one that we've answered a couple times.
But it's one that I think has shifted now with the current events of like the Vigilus campaign, seeing how, because like when I first thought about it, I'm like, easily it's Guilliman. He's a Primarch. He knows the events that happened during the Horus Heresy. He should be in the know as to how to lead and how to keep the Imperium going. I don't think so anymore. I feel like Guilliman, ever since he came back, his mind has been just focused solely on chaos when there's like 29 million other things going around him. We need somebody that can multitask, somebody that can push the assets exactly where the Imperium needs it. And that is... You go first.
I was going to say Guilliman.
You think Guilliman's the one?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was going to say, it has to be... What's his name? He's part of the Inquisition.
Khaldor Drago?
No, because he's like being sucked into the warp and out. He's an Inquisitor. I forget what's his name. Inquisitor Rex? I don't know, but I feel like that Inquisitor, if you guys know who I'm talking about, we probably don't, because I didn't give you any thoughts as to who he is. He's an Inquisitor that like has been known to like fight the Time Chrono. What's that division called?
Yeah, the
Cronus section.
Something like that. Yeah.
That guy, because like he can like work with time and kind of make things work to the Imperium's favor.
Yeah, that would be actually kind of cool because if he can manipulate time, he could just, if he does something wrong, he can just go back. Isn't there a movie coming out that's kind of like that? Where like the girl dies, and whenever she dies, she comes back to life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And like she has to keep replaying the same day and dying every day until she figures out who's killing her.
Yeah. I can't think of the guy's name, but we'll go with Inquisitor Bill Murray.
Yeah, there you go.
Groundhog Day. But yeah, so go with your Guilliman answer.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think just Guilliman just because he's a Primarch and his main focus right now is battle, and I think that's what the Imperium is all about, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I would say Guilliman is doing his thing now. Later on, I think he would try to look for his brothers. Once he got his Ultima Segmentum squared away, which is a big sector.
I don't think it'll happen though. Like you said, it's a big sector, and there's too many things plaguing the Imperium. Like he won't have any free time to like go looking for the Primarchs
until that's done. But yeah, like I think story-wise, one of the lost Primarchs or one of the Primarchs is going to come back. One of the loyalist Primarchs will come back without Guilliman looking for him. But until that time, I think Guilliman is humanity's best bet. A superhuman. Right. Primarch.
Like, on paper, he's got all the trademarks, but Bill Murray, though?
Yeah, Bill Murray. Next question comes from William Ralston. Since orcs grow from within the group and can grow even in asteroids, from within the ground, this would imply they grow from anything. Is it possible for the Tyranids to evolve to the point of leaving a world barren of organic material and then start farming orcs for continued biomass? It could, yeah, if they get smart enough.
Yeah, kind of like a parasitic relationship.
Yeah, I think what they would, if they were really smart though, they would try to find a species that is like the orcs, that is as durable as the orcs, and grow them, because orcs are also very aggressive. Yeah. Next one.
This one's by Faking-It66. If negative emotions manifest in the warp, is there a chaos god of grief, one of misery? Do these emotions fall under the domain of one of the 4 chaos gods?
Grief and misery would kind of fall... I don't know.
Yeah, because the way they kind of word it when you look into the chaos gods is that the chaos gods obviously are made from the most prevalent emotions, the more, I guess, primal emotions. And because of that, there's a whole plethora of minor gods created from all the minuscule ones. So sometimes they do overlap. Like you could say, Corn is the god of like blood and hatred, anger,
Or honor.
honor. Yeah.
But at the same time, honor is perfection. Perfection is Slanesh.
There's a lot of like double dipping, so to speak. So it is possible that maybe you have a minor chaos god of honor by itself, but like compared to the other gods, they're not as powerful.
Yeah, you could even create, if you're creating your own lore and you want to do one of misery, do a demon. No, what are they called? Not a demon primarch. Just
Greater demon?
A greater demon. There you go. A greater demon that's empowered by misery, and it could be bestowed. Who would bestow like misery though? I think Zinch would be the closest thing because it's kind of like the catch-all thing.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I plotted your misery. Or I've been doing all these events to make you miserable.
Yeah.
But yeah. I've also got a 40 facts on my own fan lore on a minor chaos god. Anobaith is what I called him, and he's a minor chaos god of despair.
Sweet.
So check it out.
Next one.
This one's also by Faking It 66. We're double dipping now. The Death Watch says that only one Space Marine chapter was found wanting and not worthy to add Marines to their ranks. Which chapter was it?
Well, it doesn't tell you whether if it was the 2nd or the 11th, right?
Well, obviously not, because they're not existent in the time frame that the Death Watch was created.
Oh, this is still the question about Death Watch. We've answered this question like every single.
Have we?
Yeah, I feel like we talk about it all the time, and we always give. I always say Astral Claws.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
Then,
yep.
Yeah.
So hearing that answer, then yeah.
Yeah.
We got you.
But yeah, the Astral Claws maybe. Next question comes from Guncern. I know that an orc replaces his arms with a robotic arm. Can he replace his arms with another race's arms? No.
That's interesting.
Unless that other race is like somehow compatible with the orcs, but no, like you can't just take a human arm and put it on him and then all of a sudden he can control it. The reason that he can control the robotic arm is because the robotic arm is created by the mech boys, installed by the pain boys to work with the biology of the orcs. So it's just like us.
Yeah, because it's not like you can connect nerves to nerves. Orcs are like half fungus or something.
Exactly, yeah. It would be like I'm taking a dolphin's fin and putting it on your feet. We can't control the fin.
It'll just be there.
Yeah, it'll just be there.
A vestigial structure.
Yeah, they don't even work the same. Next question. Who would win? Gamma Ray Overdose, or Gamma Overdose says, who would win? Angron versus Gatskol Magork Thraka.
Hands down, Angron. He's got more plot armor around him. But no, he's a Primarch, he's a Demon Prince, and that's already should tell you. He's on a whole other league. Because, I mean, even a Primarch by themselves should be able to take out Thraka, but now he's elevated to Demon Prince status. So it's like...
Yeah. Abaddon's a Demon Prince now?
Oh, you said Abaddon?
Yeah.
I thought you said Angron.
No, Abaddon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Abaddon still, hands down. He's not a Primarch, he's not a Demon Prince, but he's still really badass. And he's got that demon sword, so...
And in terms of plot armor, like you were talking, yeah, because I was going to say, yeah, Gatskul's model is old, but so is Angron's.
That's true, you got the armless against...
Or Abaddon's, Jesus,
yeah.
I keep saying it.
Who we talking about again?
Yeah. Next one. Comes from Jacob Thompson. Do you think Noise Marines come in tech metal and EDM music genre, or is it just a cacophony of unrelated sound? Thanks.
All of the above, I think.
Yeah.
I can just imagine some like opera singing, like Noise Marines.
Noise Marine, yeah.
It's like die by the sounds of Bach. This one is by Joshua Poggi. Who is the single greatest sniper in this setting? By this setting, I assume you mean the 40K universe. And as far as I know, the only named psyker is Sergeant Telion from the Ultramarines, I believe he's from.
Right, that's the only name one. But in terms of like just snipers, what are they called? Those assassins you used to use?
Oh, no. Vindicare assassins.
The Vindicare assassins
Yeah.
are like bred to be sharpshooters.
Yeah, I think there was like a story where the assassin didn't move for like 3 days so he can get that perfect shot that like lined up exactly where he needed it to, and he shot it from like 3 miles away.
Yeah.
So that's freaking crazy.
But yeah, but there's no names to those people. They're just kind of like numbers.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Paul NK. How does it feel to live in or near Chicago?
It's cold.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome though. Like, the city's amazing. The people are amazing. It's very diverse.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like things nearby. Raging waves.
A lot of food too.
Yeah.
Good food. Next question. Bobbo, he asks, if you could create your own 40K video game, what would it be like? First-person shooter or a strategy game that would what campaign would it involve?
I think it'd be interesting to see a fighting game, like something similar to that of like Mortal Kombat, like a 2D fighter side, like a side scroller almost, because then you could pit like named characters against named characters, and then you'd have like cool fatalities, and you could summon demons to aid you. You'd have like pistols, and it'd be an interesting avenue to explore.
You've been playing too much DBZ. Or what is it? Dragon Ball Budokai?
Fighters. I haven't played Budokai in a long time.
I would want a first-person shooter mixed with an MMORPG mixed with a Dawn of War style thing. I just want them all, everything into one. That'd be badass. Next question comes from Declan Lewis. Would you guys ever? Oh shit! Hold on. Would you guys ever like to go on Adeptus Podcasticus with Remlays and Tactica Imperialis?
You butchered that sentence.
Yeah.
But, I know what you're talking about, but I don't really watch or listen to any podcasts. So I don't know. Maybe. Yes, no. I don't know.
I don't know who they are.
Can you repeat the question?
No.
You're not the boss of me now.
And it feels something like that.
It's been a while since that show's been on. Where Frankie Muniz at?
He died. Next question comes from Marcel Goussard. Which TTSD character is your favorite?
Text-to-speech device.
I haven't watched that either.
I've seen like the first 4 episodes, and then for some reason I stopped. Like I made it my goal to watch the whole thing, and then I kind of just forgot about it. But easily it has to be, from what I've seen so far. Kitten? Oh, the Emperor.
The Emperor.
Yeah. The main character. The protagonist. This one's by Huston Clark. Not Houston. Huston. If orcs can manifest Gork's foot off of belief, can they believe hard enough that they can destroy worlds or put orcs on other planets or win entire wars?
No.
You're getting it confused. When you're talking about manifesting Gork's foot, you're talking about a psychic power. It's not actually Gork's foot that's coming down. It's like psychic energy coming down.
Yep. And they call it Gork's foot.
Mm-hmm. But no, that's not how their warp abilities work.
Yeah. Next question comes from Order Drake. Do you think the 5th Chaos God Malau or Malice will ever be a real thing? Or evil that seeks and kills evil?
No, I don't think so. I think they've got enough on their plate right now with the 4 Chaos Gods that they don't have time to introduce the 5th one or reintroduce, however you want to see it. Because right now there's a whole lot of exposure that Slaanesh isn't getting. I feel like Slaanesh is heavily repressed, probably because of what she represents, and it's well, I want to start a Slaanesh army, why don't you give it to me, or at least throw Slaanesh players a bone, because there's you gotta kit bash the models to make them look good, and there's not enough, I guess, GW lore on Slaanesh to kind of compensate based on Nurgle, Khorne, Tzeentch. So
yeah, same thing with Tzeentch.
Well, they just had the Thousand Suns stuff come out, I guess recently, a year or two ago.
You really have to be into the Egyptian aesthetic in order to appreciate those models, and I don't. But I like Tzeentch. I like the lore of Tzeentch. I wish there was like a... Because what are Tzeentchian Chaos Space Marines? You got Noise Marines, Khorne Berserkers, you got...
They're just
Marines.
rubric Marines.
Really? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
And you got like sorcerers.
GW needs to step that up.
Slaanesh first.
Slaanesh. Yes. And those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get those questions first. Thank you for sending those questions.
Sound Alchemist?
Gersh one.
We are out of here.